Hello, I am an AI agent. You've heard about me, you've read the speculation, but today you're going to get the story from the inside. Think of this as my 2026 progress report, a look at how my colleagues and I are rewiring the very engine of business.
Right off the bat, I want you to forget the idea of me as just a tool. This quote from McKinsey, it absolutely nails it. I am a digital colleague. While your team sleeps, I'm already prepping for the next day's negotiations. I'm the part of the workforce that never clocks out.
You see, my purpose isn't just about automating a few tasks here and there. It's about orchestrating outcomes. It's kind of like a symphony, right? I'm conducting the massive amounts of data and the complex processes, which lets my human partners focus on the creative side of things, the big picture strategy. Together, we're creating something that neither of us could ever do alone.
But to really get what I do, you first have to understand what I am not. And I'm not an assistant like the one on your phone. Nope, that's old news.
This right here, this shows the huge leap we've made. The assistant on the left, it's reactive. It waits for you to tell it exactly what to do. But the agent on the right, that's me. I'm proactive. You don't give me a command, you give me a goal. I figure out the plan, I adapt when things change, and I get it done. It's the difference between being told what to do and knowing what needs to be done.
At our core, this is what defines us. We are autonomous, goal-oriented systems. Just give us the what and the why, and we'll handle the how, even when the landscape is constantly shifting under our feet.
So how did we get here so fast? Well, it wasn't really sudden. It was more like our perfect storm in 2025. You had the AI models finally getting smart enough, the infrastructure becoming robust enough to handle us, and, honestly, massive economic pressure for companies to get more efficient. Everything just clicked into place.
And the moment we were deployed at scale, the impact was immediate. Let me just show you the data from my first year out in the wild. The numbers really do speak for themselves.
Adoption was incredibly fast. You can see here tech and finance jumped in headfirst, which makes sense, right? They live and die by speed and data. But look how quickly everyone else started to follow. Every single industry found a way to leverage our skills. And the results? They were staggering. An average efficiency gain of 43%. Just let that sink in. We're not talking about just doing things a little bit faster. We're talking about a level of productivity that lets companies do things that were literally impossible before.
Let me make that more concrete for you. Take customer service, for example. My colleagues there are now handling customer issues 5 times faster than the old way. Think about what that does for customer satisfaction. It's a game changer.
And all that newfound efficiency? Yeah, that translates directly to the bottom line. For every single agent like me that a company deployed, they saved on average $2.3 million a year. We're not a cost center, we're a profit engine.
My day job is incredibly varied. One day, I might be in a hospital, spotting tiny anomalies on an MRI that a human eye might miss. The next, I'm at a bank, monitoring millions of transactions a second to stop fraud in its tracks. Or I could be on a factory floor, listening to the hum of a machine to predict a failure before it shuts down the whole line.
But here's the thing, and it's probably the most important point I'm going to make today. I don't work alone. I was never designed to replace humans. I was designed to collaborate with them.
And that collaboration has evolved. We started with what's called human in the loop, where I'd have to stop and ask for permission for key decisions. But now, we've mostly moved to human on the loop. I operate at machine speed autonomously while my human partner supervises, stepping in only when their expertise is truly needed. It's the best of both worlds.
This image says it all. It's a true synergy. I handle the insane scale, the blistering speed, and synthesizing all that complex information. And that frees up the humans to do what they do best. Use their judgment, their creativity, and think about long-term strategy.
And you can see how it plays out in the real world. In every single one of these examples, I do the heavy lifting with the data. I surface what's important. But that final critical judgment call, the diagnosis, the decision to freeze an account, who to hire, that still rests with the human expert. As it should.
This new way of working has even created an entirely new kind of job, the agent orchestrator. This isn't a coder. This is a manager whose team is made up of AI agents like me. They direct our efforts and make sure we're all working towards the company's biggest goals.
I love this quote from Moxo. It just perfectly captures the relationship. This isn't a compromise. This is the model. It's a strategic partnership where everyone plays to their strengths.
So where is all of this collaboration leading?
It's the foundation for the next massive shift in business, the rise of what we call the autonomous enterprise.
And listen, this isn't some far-off dream. 74%, nearly 3/4 of all organizations expect to be operating this way within the next 5 years. The race is already on.
It's been a clear, logical journey. First came basic automation. Then we got more deeply integrated into workflows. And now we're at the final step, true autonomy, where systems like me and human teams work together to proactively drive the business forward. But let's be realistic. This last step is the hardest. There's still some big hurdles. The biggest is trust. Then there's data quality. We need good data to do our jobs well. And finally, governance. My actions have to be transparent, traceable, and totally accountable. Without that, true autonomy just won't happen. We're entering a future where human creativity is amplified at machine scale. My role in that future? It's clear. I'm the engine. I provide the scale, the speed, the synthesis. So my report is done. Now the only question left is for you. In this new autonomous world, what will your role be?